Yeah. So good, popping, cracking, percolating was really good. And this man Theo Butler, and yeah, this is a live, unannounced live. The spirit is in me, the words are here, so we not gonna hold it off. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Um, Shout out to Big Tony Cottrell, because you and my brother D Real kind of was like, you know what? You never know what you're being called to do. Don't want to talk about certain things, but certain things need to be talked about by people that actually care. And when I say people that actually care, what's going on, Zane Beto? What's going on? Um, People that actually care about their fellow Americans. Now, we're racing headlong into the presidential election. I want to say I love my country. I do. I love America. But when you love something or someone, you got to be honest. Right now, I'm experiencing something I never experienced in my lifetime. It's a first. A political party literally fall apart. And that would be the Republican Party. If you're a Republican, I hope this video reaches you in good health. If you're a member of the Republican Party, I don't have anything bad to say about you, but I do have some truthful things to say. And it's something you're going to have to reflect on, whether you call yourself a God-fearing Christian, whether you call yourself a proud American. It's something you got to look at. I ain't got to look at it. My conscience is good. Yours? Now, quite a few of you used to be friends of mine. But see, friends hold one another accountable. Friends don't just let their friends do stupid stuff. They don't. No, friends let their friends know when they're going awry. That's what they do. Well, the Republican Party, at one point in time, you had Black people voting for you. You supported Black people. What happened? What happened? You were the party that freed the slaves. What happened? This was the party of Abraham Lincoln. What happened? What happened in American history where the party that freed the slaves is no longer that party? Why did Black people in America go from Republican to Democrat? That's the wrong question. The question is, why did the Republican Party no longer see value in Black people? The Democratic Party offered Black people a better deal. The Republican Party was the party of Black people, and the Democratic Party came along during the 1950s and said, hey, we got something better on the table. Come join us. And what did the Republican Party do? Did they offer Black people a counter offer? Did they? Or did they go after a new client? Did they go after a new customer? Did they go after a new fan base? A fan base that felt betrayed, if you will. A fan base that felt abandoned by the Democratic Party during the 1950s. The Democratic Party embraced Black people no differently than the Republican Party had already embraced Black people. They just say, we got something else to offer you. And what did the Republican Party do? Did you outbid the Democratic Party for the Black vote? Or did you go after the racist vote? How many years is that? Let me see, 1950, 2024. It was about 70 years. About 70 years. A political party that once stood for something started standing for nothing. You had a firm foundation fighting for the rights of every man, woman, and child. That was your foundation. During the 1950s, the Democrats came around and said, we're going to make it legal, though. You could have came in and offered a better deal to keep the Black voters right there. What's going on, Ronnie? But you felt like you couldn't compete with the Democratic Party, with what they had to offer Black voters. That's what that is. You abandoned the Black vote. You abandoned the Black population, and you embraced racism. Racism, by the way, which is faulty and stupid. Thus, you replaced your solid foundation and built your party on a faulty foundation. And what are we looking at? 70 years later, and your house is crumbling. 70 years later, and your house is crumbling. "74 years, because your house was built on lies. There was no truth. There is no truth to racism. Racism, I don't know why that's a damn thing, because there's only one race, the human race. But even then, because some of y'all are still alive, sought to keep this country, which is supposed to be the greatest melting pot on earth, you wanted to make it about you. Political power meant that much. Political power means more than the well-being of your fellow man. That's what you did. I used to feel like I was embarrassed at times to call myself an American. But no, I'm embarrassed that some of y'all are Americans. I'm embarrassed. You're not supposed to choose a political party over your country. Country first. But many of you in the Republican Party, you're not a Republican, you're not an American, you're a Republican. Well, there is no Republican, it's America. Many of you sold out your fellow brothers and sisters for a political party. You love the political affiliation more than you love your fellow man. How? Some of you have even went so far, and this is when I get to morals. The moral compass, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. How did you embrace racism with that sitting out there? That analogy sitting out there. How do you hate your fellow man? Are you okay with your fellow man hating you? Tell me what Barack Obama could have done to get what Donald Trump is getting. This has nothing to do with political affiliation. That's a convicted felon. Ask yourself the question. If you don't like Barack Obama, could Barack Obama have done exactly the same thing that Donald Trump has been convicted of, and you would be good? If your answer changes, therein lies the problem. Because I want you to know, as a proud American, if Barack Obama or anybody black does what Donald Trump has done, I gotta holler at him, as in, bye, Felicia. There's never a good enough reason to run up on the Capitol. Protest peacefully, yes. But you encouraged all that nonsense just to get a vote. And here we sit in 2024, and you're still willing to sell out the country just to get a vote. Yeah, I know some of y'all have crossed over party lines. Thank you. Put the country first. It's not about Democrats. It's not about Republicans. It's not about liberals. It's not about conservatives. It's about moving the needle forward to us becoming the best country that we can possibly be. And it ain't for a few of us. It's for all of us. It ain't for the elites. It's for all of us. Now I'm gonna make it personal. I'm disappointed in every God-fearing person that wants to vote for Donald Trump. I'm especially disappointed in those that I looked up to who would stand right in front of me and say they are God-fearing Christians. No, you're not. You're a coward. Using Donald Trump's name in the same sentence that God or Jesus is mentioned, I find that offensive. And the fact that so many so-called Christians are riding for Donald Trump, that pisses me off like no tomorrow. Because if you literally sold your soul and sold out God for a man, you're never supposed to sell out God for a man. And that's coming from somebody who don't go to church like that. But what does Donald Trump have in common with the Son of God? I will wait. What silver spoon was Jesus born with? We're going to tell the truth and we're going to shame the devil. Literally, shame the devil. What was Jesus' job? He had one. Yeah, he had a job. Did he live above the people or amongst the people? Did he constantly disparage the people, or did he speak love to his people? Did he ever go in front of folks and say he was not the Son of God, that he was not a God-fearing person? Or did he keep going and preach the word? Meanwhile, you got this dude sitting out here like this. Hey, Danny, I'm pissed at you. You put Donald Trump before God. And I don't identify as a Christian, but I am a God-fearing man. What holiness is there in Donald Trump? You're lying on America just to get a vote. And when I say you, the Republican Party, you're lying on America just to get a vote. You're lying on the deity, which by and large is supposed to be synonymous with America. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because this is the epitome of selling your soul. You can't be God fearing and say you hate at the same time. You can't say you love God, but you don't love your fellow man whom you see every day. Your fellow man who has done nothing to you other than just disagree with your political views. What God told you to pick up arms against that man? What God is telling you to go be violent if you don't win an election? What scripture is that in the Bible? What scripture is that? I think God says, come to him as you are. Love your neighbor. Well, what's the definition of a neighbor? Is it the person that stays next door to you? And if it's the person that stays next door to you, is it the person that literally stays next door to you? As in their country is next door to yours. You look down on them because they don't speak the same language. But if you're a God-fearing person, you know that's by design of God, right? The Tower of Babel. So you know that ain't man's fault. That man. We back. We back. Dadgum gremlin. We getting the sermon Theo preach on, bro. We gonna make it do what it do. So you want to go to civil war? Civil war with who? For what? Nothing bad has happened to you as an American since Donald Trump was out of office. It ain't. So where is this hate, this angst coming from? You getting ready to vote? Fine. He telling you about all these aliens, all these people that's coming across the border, that's taking job. You still got your job. Where you live at, do you see them? Where you live at, has one broken into your home since Donald Trump was out of office? If you white, has a black person or a brown person done something horrifically wrong to you since Donald Trump was out of office? Okay, crime rate up. Well, the eye test. Crime rate up. You're a Republican? Is it in your neighborhood? Is the crime rate up in your neighborhood? No. The eye test. Walk your ass out your front door, bullets flying around left and right. People breaking into your home. Or you've been good for the past 7 to 8 years? You've been good for 4 years? You still employed? Where you been working at? You've been working the same place for like 10, 15 years. Okay, so where does illegal alien come from that took your job? Did he take Paul's job? Did he take Mike's job? Did he take John's job? Did he take Roger's job? Did he take Robert's job? Did he take Carol's job? Did he take Karen's job? Did he take Samantha's job? Did he take Annie's job? No, the hell he didn't. So who jobs they taking? While you listening to this dude tell you that they taking everybody's jobs, who job they taking? Or is that just propaganda, hate speech? But you supposed to be an American, right? Hey, sweetie. All right. Love you, sweetie. You're supposed to be a God-fearing Christian, right? Well, that's love incarnate. L-O-V-E, not H-A-T-E. So every day, every night, you tune into this dude who has admitted he's not a Christian. Could Barack Obama do that? And you be good with him? What if Barack Obama lost the election and told people to meet him at the Capitol? Black people. And black people did exactly, nothing different, did exactly what transpired on January 6, 2020. If you are a Republican and you would feel differently based on that, then you're the problem. Why do you feel differently? Why do you look the other way when people practice hate? Why do you look the other way when people practice misogyny? Let you tell it. Just 70-something years ago, you were the political party for everybody. What happened? You're supposed to stand for something. And when I look at those of y'all that I knew, that I've known, I'm so damned ashamed. Too many of y'all call yourselves proud Republicans and God-fearing Christians in the same damn breath. No, you're a coward. Because since you've been living, if you weren't born in the 1950s, you literally turned and looked the other damn way while people have been lynched in this country. People have been raped in this country. People have been tied to the back of trucks and drugged forever in this country just to get a vote. Just to get a vote. Just for your political party to be successful, you literally turned your back on members of America. American citizens, you sold them out just to compete with the Democratic Party. That's not morally right. That's not morally right. And you did it. And that's why you won't have a Republican Party after this year. You let Satan in. See how that go? You did exactly what Adam and Eve did. You let Satan in. You let Satan into the Republican garden. You did it during the 50s just to keep up. You didn't go to God and pray and ask for a better way. No, you consulted with man. You took the cheap way. And you have the audacity to stand before fellow Americans and say that this dude is a man of God. No, he's a heathen. You have the audacity to go before your fellow American citizens and act like we're going to put him back in office. He ain't no different than Adolf Hitler. And I only read about Adolf, but why, as American citizens, are we even looking at somebody who is, I don't know, got an affection with Adolf Hitler? I'm a proud American. I don't put a political party before my fellow Americans. It's all of us. I'm an American veteran. We don't leave anybody behind. We don't. I'm a proud black man. But I heed what my grandfather told me. Not every black person is your friend, and not every white person is your enemy. But let me flip that to you so-called racists, especially the Republican Party. Not every black man is your enemy, and not every white man is your friend. Don't have to be. America's supposed to come first. The greatest melting pot on earth. And every damn thing we've done, every man, every woman, every race, every ethnicity has participated in it. That's what that is. I don't know what made some of y'all feel like you were better than other people, but your race ain't it. Your skin complexion ain't it. Your religion ain't it. You're human. And some of y'all, regardless of your skin complexion, your race, your ethnicity, your gender, your sexual orientation, you're less than because you're filthy on the inside. No different than the dude you're wanting to vote for. A dude who does not care about his fellow man. A dude who brags about being able to control women. Control. When did Jesus come down and try and control? What did Jesus do? Said what he had to say and he moved on. You ain't have to believe him. He didn't curse you if you didn't believe him. No, no, no. He said what he had to say. He went on by his business. You either followed or you didn't. He preached. He didn't take, he just gave you another option. Yeah, I know you listening to this over here. Yeah, I know you reading this over here, but let me come holler at you for a little bit. But what? See, this is fear. They don't even want you to read anything other than what they're talking about. Didn't we do this once before in American history? Didn't we do this once before? Now let me address my governor, Ron DeSantis. What have you done for Florida? You've addressed books. You've addressed public appearances, how people should look in public. You've discussed whether or not people should or should not wear masks. You've gotten to a pissing contest with an amusement park. But what have you really done for Floridians? Nothing. Any Floridian, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, black, white, male, female, heterosexual, member of the LGBTQ plus, can Google it. Florida state workers are the worst paid state workers in this country. What have you done, Ron? What have you done, Ron? I'm waiting. You brag about what? 26,000 jobs? Who were those jobs for? Were those state jobs or were those privatized jobs? I got a better question. Or were those state privatized jobs masked as state jobs? You live in Florida. Call the Agency for Healthcare Administration. Tell me what that whole time is like. You've had a governor in the state of Florida for 4 years that could have did something about it and has done nothing but get into a pissing contest with Disney World. Call Department of Children and Families in the state of Florida and tell me what that whole time looks like. I'll wait. That whole time ain't got no better in 4 years. And in 4 years, you had Ron DeSantis sitting right there, not doing a damn thing. Oh, you can send folks to New York. You can brag about sending people to California. You can talk about a wall. Well, Ron, your state ain't on the southern border. You talking about the wrong things when you got Floridians that need you to handle Florida business. You didn't care. And I knew you didn't care when you chose to make it about race, when you debated Andrew Gilliam and you said, don't monkey it up. I said, oh, this is another one. You don't care about policies. You don't care about politics. Oh, no, 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 no. This about you. And then for you to come into this country and just be a second generation American, because your great grandmama and your great granddaddy were immigrants. You just got here. How you got so much say so about American history? Oh, because you're Republican. Not a God-fearing man. You don't care about your fellow humans. You care about money. You care about benefits for you. That's what that's about. You're condescending. You think you better than everybody else. No, you're worse. And you no different than your homeboy that's running for president. You're not going to be anything other than a sorry damn footnote when history talks about you. We gonna flip over every damn thing you've done because we don't like you. I want to make sure I'm clear. God-fearing people, we don't get into that hate thing. That's too strong of an emotion. We don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like what you stand for because you stand for hate. And that's the foundation that the Republican Party adopted during the Southern strategy. Hate just to get a vote. Well, I don't know what y'all were thinking, but nothing built on hate lasts long. It's got a time limit. It's got a time limit. There are way more people that love than hate. There are way more people that want to get along than those that don't. That's just what that is. There are way more people that smile at one another and go about their business. And this country, this world is moving in that direction. It's been for quite some time. Uber, Lyft, we're now getting in vehicles with strangers. Mask on, mask off, you can come shop. It never was about whether or not you had a mask on. It was about the intent of the individual. Yeah, we found out. Yep, it ain't got nothing to do with whether or not you got a mask on. It ain't got nothing to do with whether or not you get in a car with a stranger. It has everything to do with whether or not that person that's wearing that mask or that stranger you get in the car with got a moral compass. And so we're sick and tired. We're sick and tired of being divided. We're sick and tired of being led by people that preach fear and hate. Not only are we sick and tired, but we're also soldiers of God. Yeah, we will fight back. We're not going to be passive. That's not what that is. You will never get another foothold in this country again. You will either adjust and adapt, evolve, or you will expire. Those are the only choices on the table. We will never go back to that. As Governor Walsh said, I ain't got to do what my neighbor does. My neighbor not breaking the law. My neighbor is doing whatever they're doing with another consenting adult. I'm going to touch my nose and mind my business. And do you know why? Because as an American citizen, I know my neighbor ain't going to agree with every damn thing that I'm doing. But you know what? I want my neighbor to mind their business. I want my neighbor to treat me like I treat them. As American citizens, that's what we should want, to treat one another the way we want to be treated. That's what America's about. But you red hatters, you make America great again, folks. You either ignorant or you stupid. Ignorant, you can learn. Stupid, you can't, because you're doing it on purpose. Well, you be stupid. You be stupid. We're not going back. We're not. Now let me say this. Give encouragement to my fellow brothers and sisters. It ain't been easy. The eye test. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. We come from a people that fight, regardless of what the odds are. You don't like the choices on the table right now. I get that. I understand that. I'm not telling you to like them. What I'm telling you is not to be stupid. It's only them two. There's nobody else. Regardless of what somebody's going to tell you, there's nobody else. It's going to come down to them two. So if you black and you telling black folks not to, give them a good choice. Don't be irresponsible. It's out of those two. No differently than it was out of Biden and Trump. It's out of Kamala and Trump. Those are the only two choices. You want somebody different? Then, as I said to a young lady yesterday, the picosecond, not second. Picosecond is pretty. That ain't that much time. The picosecond she's announced as the next president of the United States of America, whoever we as a people are going to throw our weight behind as the next presidential nominee, it needs to start then. Telling somebody to do something different right now is irresponsible. It's irresponsible. It is. There's only two choices on the table. It ain't but two. One you can deal with, one you can't. Black people, it ain't but two choices on the table. Damn, with anybody else, it ain't but two. It ain't but two. Now let me address sleepy eye. Charleston White. You're supposed to know what you're talking about before you talk. You're supposed to be responsible before you talk. You're supposed to take into consideration the power that your words have before you speak. You spoke on Kamala Harris. Shit ain't nothing black about her. She ain't got no N-word up in her. That's what you said. I wish folks would stop giving you a microphone to talk life and let you just talk jokes. Let you talk about your prison life. Because right now, folks are starting to elevate you to a status where you're going to be able to influence too many people. You want to talk about Kamala Harris? Talk about Donald too. When you want to talk about who her family is, her parents are, talk about Donald's too. When you want to talk about her voting record, her political history, talk about Donald's too. When you want to say she ain't black, make sure you can tell people what black is. I doubt you can, because You call yourself an N-word. Do you know why? Because you small-minded. And you not as enlightened as people would like to think you are. No, you just happen to be the latest, freshest thing that's out. I wish we would do better as a people. As in, when it comes to this voting cycle, it ain't but two choices. It's her or him. It's her or him. That's it. It's too late for Dr. Cornel West. This should have been done 4 years ago. We can't do that right now. No, as we've talked about on this channel, as we've talked about offline, oh no, it's her. If it was Joe, if it was going to be Joe and him, it was going to be Joe. And the picosecond. So folks like to use their platforms to tell people who to vote for. I'm endorsing Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. That's who I'm endorsing. I'm endorsing her. I'm encouraging everybody within my voice that's an American citizen to vote for her. You can say she's the better candidate. You can say she's the lesser of two evils. But if you're saying she's the lesser of two evils, think about what you're saying. He's evil personified. We turn out in droves. We don't even make it close. Get her elected. And the picosecond, if you ain't doing it now, to all of my Black leaders, you need to get one. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to go back to my high school, Mitchell Baker High School, Black school. By and large, never could get the homecoming king and the homecoming queen. There's always a problem with that. I don't know how. I do. All the white students that felt a certain type of way and some Black students, there was only one white person running, and that was the white person that was going to win, because they had more votes for them than the Black people that had votes split amongst them. We fixed that. Oh yeah, we fixed that. Oh, it's 3, 4 y'all running. Ain't but okay. Stuff the ballot box. What do you mean stuff the ballot box? Oh no, I don't mean cheat. No, we had a conversation, and we say, yeah, it's 3 of y'all running. We only voting for 1. We sick of this. So everybody that's Black, put your votes behind this one person. So as I'm looking to my Black leaders right now, okay, we want a candidate that represents us. We should be having this conversation already. Who's the face? Who's the face? Who is that person? And that Black person can't have no issues in their history. None. Got to be attractive. Yep. Got to be easy on the eyes. I didn't say nothing about the weight. Oh no. Got to be easy on the eyes. Got to be somebody that's locked in. So we can have 4 people. Well, them 4 people need to get together and figure out who gonna do what. 4 heads are better than 1. Pause. And so that one person that we choose is going to take the ideas from everybody and implement them. But that needs to start now for the next presidential election. You know, the one that's going to be in 2028. This needs to start now. But right now, right now, it's Kamala and Donald. It is. And let me be clear. We already know who she is. So right now, when we're going out and we're doing these videos on our various platforms, telling people about her ethnicity, telling people about her mama, telling people about her daddy, telling people about her race, telling people what she did as a district attorney. We're rehashing old news. Mind you, it's crazy because we're talking about all her old stuff, black folks are, but not talking about Donald's. Why not? What it should be easy if we can go above and beyond to disparage Kamala. It should be easy to disparage Donald. You want folks to make an education. So you owe it to your followers, your subscribers on your TikTok, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your Facebook. Tell them everything. Tell them the truth. Tell them the whole story, not the parts you want them to let. No, tell them the truth and let them make their own decision. Tell them the good things about Donald, if there are some. Tell them the good things about Kamala. Tell them the bad things about Donald. Tell them the bad things about Kamala. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because we got generations behind us. And our generations need us to be responsible. Black, white, Jew, Gentile. We got other generations behind us. And they need us to be responsible. They need us to show them that it is about love. And to you racists, I don't know what to say to you. I don't. You need God. That's what you need God. That's what you need. You need God. But look at our history. We had the Civil War. You had more diversity in the Union Army than you did in the Confederate Army. See how that went? World War I. You had more diversity with our soldiers than you did with the countries we were fighting against. You see how that went? World War II, same thing. See how that went? As a veteran of the Marine Corps, I'm proud of that, by the way. When we talk about the American military, being number one in the world, you see how diversified that is? The greatest melting pot on the planet. The only people that can get in our way as far as being the greatest nation on earth is us. Us coming together, we can achieve anything. We're not going back. I'm gonna end this video. Coming back, I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick. Thank y'all so much. The words were on me. Been on me since last night. And I tell y'all, I don't really do videos unless God says move, or God said move. No, you don't need to give nobody no time frame. No, you don't need to set it up. No, I need you to go speak now. I need you to go speak now and let folks know, no, it's me talking. And I'm tired of people misrepresenting me. No, I'm a God of love. I'm a God of love. And I put y'all down there to get along, not fight and bicker with one amongst one another like you children. What's going on, Big Ronnie? Buckmeister, what's going on? Nico Bean, the youngest lion on the team, what's going on? Juju, my fellow devil dog, what's going on? Yeah, bro, tired of it. Tired of it, bro, tired of it. Zane Beto, yeah, tired of it. They just hate that black people exist and are passing them by. They just hate, period. They just hate, period, because I'm sitting up like this. So when you say it's gonna be a civil war, so what you gonna do with your brother or sister that don't agree with you? What you gonna do with the neighbor you've been waving at for the past 10, 15 years? Been your next door neighbor for 10, 15 years. Or all of a sudden they got to get murked? And that's what Donald is telling folks. Murk them. But where's Donald gonna be at while all this going on? Where's Ron gonna be at? We sit up here and we have JD Vance wants to talk about Tim Walsh family. Well, where's Donald's wife at doing all of this? We ain't seeing her. Okay, well, maybe we don't need to be talking about the families, and maybe we just need to stick to politics. Because if you don't want me to question where Melania, where she been, Mrs. Trump, where she's been, let's stop talking about everybody else. If you don't want me saying anything about that bad God awful toupee that Donald got, how about we just stop talking about how they look? No, I want to talk about legislation. I want to talk about politics. I want to talk about bills. I want to talk about laws. I don't give a damn if you like getting it on with the couch. If you like getting it on with the couch in the comfort of your own home, that's you and the couch in the comfort of your own home. I don't care nothing about that. Talk to me about policy. And that's where we as Americans sit. Don't talk to me about somebody's sexual orientation. I don't care. I don't live with that person. Stop talking to me about somebody's religion. I don't care. I ain't going to church with them. I don't care about that. Talk to me about stuff that's got something to do with day-to-day life. That's what I want to talk about. Talk to me about inflation. Talk to me about grocery prices. Talk to me about gas. Talk to me about job opportunities. Talk to me about racism. Talk to me about police brutality. Talk to me about abortion. Talk to me pro-life. Talk to me about stuff like that. I don't care nothing about all this other stuff. And the minute you as a grown-up start getting involved in stuff like this, you shouldn't be nowhere near politics. You damn sure shouldn't be no governor, no mayor, no president, none of that. Keep your ass at home. Now, how in the hell we turned our damn politicians into damn high school kids in the first place? Corruption in major organizations is being exposed, and those orgs will either transform or be dissolved. That's it. Harris is a way better choice. And some folks don't want her to be that because they misogynist. And let me just say this. I had no idea that it was that bad, but let me apologize to black women because I get it. I was like, well, damn, I love my black woman. I didn't understand what y'all meant when y'all said that y'all are under attack. But if her daddy Jamaican, what we say now, that's crazy. That's the damnest thing now, because Barack Obama mama was white. What was it, daddy? Kenyan. What did folks? Oh, he ain't really black. His daddy is Kenyan. What would? Okay, her daddy is Jamaican, but I got grown men who recently got celebrity status talking about she ain't got no black. She black. She black and brown. Just like Barack was black and white, she black and brown. Y'all the ones want to keep saying this, that. No, she both. She biracial. That's what that is. You don't like her? Well, you probably couldn't pull no female like her. But damn, could you at least be intelligent as opposed to just acting intelligent and say, yeah, she black and brown? But we want to bash the sister. Lord have mercy. I thought black men just would have been like, oh, we got her. We got the queen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Black men ain't coming to her defense. And I'm sitting up here like, well, damn, how we see? I don't know how any black man let JD Vance walk in his presence and he didn't heard what JD Vance then had to say of, oh, no, we got the, bro, hey, you JD Vance? Yeah. What's that slick stuff you had to say about Kamala Harris? Well, my ass. You want somebody talking about your wife like that? Whether she running for office or not, you want somebody disparaging your wife like that? What about your kids? Because you got something to say about Tim Walsh's son. You want somebody to talk about your kids like that? Or about their kids then? Like, I don't know how we not doing it. Like, he shouldn't want to, neither he nor Donald, but that's saying something. Because why does Donald Trump feel like he can just talk about her like that? Tim Walsh pulled up, not Tim Walsh, J.D. Vance pulled up in a donut shop. It was a brother standing right there. I wish I'd have been in the donut shop. Don't talk to me about no donut. Talk to me about why you got all these slick comments to say about Kamala Harris. I'm sorry. You might be. But I don't want to hear you say nothing else slick about that sister. Keep it to politics. Don't say nothing else about her looks. Don't say nothing else about her having children or nothing like that. And why am I supposed to say that? Because I'm black. I'm a black man. That's my job. 1/4 black, 3/4 black. She passed the brown paper bag test. I ain't supposed to ever let nobody disparage that queen. I'm not supposed to let anybody fix their mind. And if they do, when I see them, we're supposed to have a conversation. Okay, so just because you're a Republican ain't excuse you from being black. You still supposed to have a conversation with that dude. I'm sorry, Queens. I didn't know. And I guess I didn't know because I'm a black man and I'm in my own little bubble and everything like that. But I'm sorry. I'm absolutely sorry. No, we should never let somebody get that damn comfortable to fix their mouth to talk about y'all like that. Never. Cornel West is compromised. He owes $500,000 in back taxes and child support. Republicans want him on the ballot to take. Oh. Well, you know what? Watch this. If the Republicans don't give a damn about what Donald got going on, if I was going to vote for Cornel West, I wouldn't give a damn about what Cornel got going on. Oh, we either care or we don't. That's how I feel about it. If you don't care about the convicted felon, then I don't care about none of this other stuff going on over here. Because what you just told me was it ain't about right or wrong. It's about whether or not you like the candidate. But no, I feel what you're saying, Juju. I feel what you're saying. Oh, yeah, that's where we're going. 2025. That's who I'm endorsing. Everybody feel like they can endorse. Okay, well, I'm endorsing Kamala Harris for 2025 president. That's what I'm doing. I'm endorsing her. I'm condemning Donald Trump to jail. And anybody that broke the law, I'm condemning them to jail. And do you know why? Because it's morally right. Also, if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't be wrong. Barack Obama would have to go to jail. So if that's where I'm at with it, that's where I'm at with it. Responsible voting is about knowing the lies to performance ratio. Yes, sir. It is not only misogynist, it is also self-hate. Percy Bedford, what's going on, Big Percy? Unfortunately, a lot of content creators in the pro-black space have gone the route of the right-wing grip, and it is bad. That's why we're here. Got my platform. Folks gonna make folks like my brother, D-Real, gonna hold me accountable. Big Tim, Advent Comics. Hey, man, you got a platform, use it. My fellow Devil Dog, my brother Juju and everything like that, fellow Marine Corps veteran, hey, speak on it. Don't go out there and be nobody else. That ain't how you built your platform. Okay, well, then I got a responsibility. And let me say it like this, even though this is a Black Panther comic book channel, content channel, my responsibility, as I pray every night, is to my fellow Americans. That's my responsibility. My responsibility is to my fellow Americans, Black, white, Jew, Gentile, male, female, heterosexual, LGBTQ plus. My responsibility is to my fellow Americans. My responsibility is to make sure that my fellow Americans are good. Whether I'm good or not. That's my responsibility. And the reason why that's my responsibility is because I'm a God-fearing man. That was good enough for the Son of God. Well, if I'm a God-fearing man, why that can't be good enough for me? I don't need much. I don't want much. I just want my brothers and sisters, regardless of who they are, to love one another. For the most part, I understand we're going to be mad at each other every now and then. Love one another, take care of one another, provide for one another. You know, we read these comic books. We do. And they're for entertainment purposes. They absolutely are. But if you read DC Comics, and we have, and you are Generation X baby boomers, we are, and you are a fan of the Legion of Superheroes, then there's this organization called the United Planets. No differently than we have an organization on Earth called the United Nations. I know it ain't gonna happen in my lifetime. I don't expect that. But let's do what we can now to make that in actuality. United Nations, let's do what we can to make that real and not just a talking point. Listen, I'm out. Anything built on a foundation of lies is going to crumble at some point in time. This one just took 74 years, 75, give or take a year or two. Those of y'all that have crossed over political lines, like I said, I'm proud of you because you put your country first. And that's what it should be. Country before party. Those of y'all that are still sticking with that nonsense and you look at this man to be the Son of God, I'm so disgusted, disappointed with y'all. I don't know what to do. But you ain't got to answer to me. No, you're a God-fearing person. And that's the beauty of this whole situation. You're a God-fearing person. You got your Bible right there in your house. I ain't got to judge. Ain't my job. No, you watch this video. You can go open up that Bible, whether it's the King James or the NIV. You can go to those scriptures. Then go look in the mirror. I ain't the one you got to deal with on Judgment Day. I'm not. I just know that as hot as it is outside right now, if it's hotter than that down there, and all you asking me to do is love my fellow man, oh man, that's easy. Listen, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. We don't normally do videos like this, but I do love my fellow man, my fellow American. Like my fellow man, my fellow brother and sister, regardless of where they at. Buckmeister, because my brother is over there in Africa. Like, share, subscribe. In the memory of the late, great Don Cornelius. And I mean this when I say it. I absolutely do wish each and every last one of y'all, whether we agree or not, whether we talking or not, whether you like me or not, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and soul. We out.